Hey Gearfax friends, today we're talking about the classic SP-404 sampler from Roland. Now there is a huge cult following with this particular unit, lots of information available on the net, lots of demos on YouTube, so I'm just going to go through some of the basic features and just show you some of the things I've sampled, and then maybe if I'm not feeling lazy I might follow it up with something a little bit more comprehensive down the track. But if you're just interested in getting a basic idea of what the SP-404 is all about, then keep watching, this video is for you. So here's a couple of rhythms, and here's a bit more volume. So that's a gated sample right there. I'm opening the gate by holding down the button. I can turn off gate, and it just holds the sample as long as it takes me to come back and press that button again. Gating is great because it allows you to do quick little fills and things like that manually. And layering drums can be really good. As you just heard there, I did a little bit of a fill while 2 was activated. 8 gives us a nice fill. And timing can be good too if you come in on the half beat and things like that when you've got a drum fill happening. It can make your music sound really fresh and continually reviving itself as it goes along. Here's sample number 1. So there you go, you can get a really nice big track just from 2 samples working together. You'll see then that I also included the reverse button. Just a special effect really, but it does stay in rhythm really well, and pressing reverse can, once again, keep these rhythms nice and fresh and original sounding. These samples are all taken from a little collection that I had stored on my computer. You take out the CF card from the bottom here where it says memory card, load all of your WAV files onto the root directory of that card, and that will load all of your WAV files in sequence through all the sample buttons through 8 separate banks. So you've got C, G, D, H, E, I, F, J. All those banks contain 12 samples. So you've got 8 times 12 samples that you can upload yourself. Now I just took a whole bunch of them at random from my computer, so let's go over to F and just see what ended up in there. So in bank F, we've got some really nice beats and fills. Okay, and let's try some of the effects. It's a nice, rough, coarse cutoff and resonance control. That was pitch, this is delay. Isolator won't have much of an effect when you're just running a rhythm. It's more about isolating individual frequencies within a broader band of music. Vinyl simulator. You can hear the background noise of the simulated vinyl there. Let's try our multi-effects. Multi-effects is this entire list down the side here. So you hold down multi-effects and choose the number that corresponds with any particular effect that you want. So I'll run through a few of those. like I said, in a future video I'll show more of the operating procedures of the SP-404, but let's have a basic look at the front panel. You got volume control 1 and control 2 and control 3 on the sides there, and they are self-explanatory. When you're running an effect, control 1, 2 and 3 will control the parameters of those. Volume is absolutely obvious, and note that with a lot of Roland and Boss modules of this ilk, the little caps off these potentiometers do tend to fall off. It's a little bit annoying, and it does happen, so try to take care of it. Anyway, there's our list of effects on the right there, controlled by the 6 buttons around this slowly glowing display in the middle. A little bit lower here we've got a pattern sequencer, so we can arrange our samples into a song. Reasonably lengthy but pretty straightforward sort of a process. Remember, of course, you can add a MIDI keyboard to this system as well, just using the MIDI in, so that'll give you quicker access to the entire palette of your samples. And of course any other capabilities that your MIDI keyboard has can be applied, such as arpeggiators and things like that. Over here we've got sample edit, where we can change the start and finish times of the sample. Tap tempo button there on the right. More sample editing features on the side here. This bit controls your actual sample, where you control whether it's a gate or a loop and so on. And then of course you've got all your banks there, 10 banks in total, each of which will contain 12 pads. You can also apply effects to an external source. And right here we've got an external microphone too, so you can literally talk straight to it and sample your voice or any other sound that you hear around you. And that's a very handy quick thing if quality isn't a critical issue at the time. If you're being more serious about a sample, then you would find the mic in socket there, and also a level control. There's the CF card that I was talking about. It's the older style memory cards. Not obsolete, still often used by professional photographers and people like that, because they are such a robust form of data storage, much sturdier than your average USB stick or SD card. There's our headphones out socket right there. On the other end, we've got DC in power there. We're actually running on 6 AA batteries at the moment. I like the fact that it can be battery powered. On-off switch, there's our MIDI in for a keyboard or any other kind of MIDI controller, like I mentioned before. Lines in and out in stereo, and a little Kensington lock down there on the side. That's handy too. So there you are, guys. I know that's a very quick video, but I just wanted to do that as an introduction to the SP-404 because more videos will be following. Here's some links to some other things that might interest you. Thanks for liking, commenting, or subscribing. Bring on the comments, guys. I do like to respond to everything that you put in the comments section on my videos, and I'll see you next time on Gear Facts.